Hi, my name is Phia. I'm 16 years old and this is my story. This journey of mine started 20 May 2016 this year. After I asked God what was His will for my life, what did He want me to do and what will please Him? Well, that's when I got sick. Now that might sound very strange to you, but God's ways are higher than our ways and His thoughts are higher than our thoughts. First, the doctors diagnosed me with glandular fever, and after 10 weeks of being very sick, it actually just got worse. And I even developed a cough that would go on for hours. At one stage, we thought I might have TB. God provided as usual, and He reminded my mom of a family friend who is a physician. He referred us to a physician at Tygerberg Hospital. And that was also God sent because she doesn't usually work with teenagers, just adults. She immediately started with blood tests and a chest scan that showed that there was something in between my heart and lungs that she was not happy about. In this period of time, God gave me a promise because He just knew that I would need something to hold on for this season. It's Psalm 41, verse 1 to 4, but especially verse 4. The Lord sustains them and on their sick bed and restores them from their bed of illness. On 25 May 2016 this year, they diagnosed me with lymphoma cancer. But there was still a long road ahead of us because now we had to figure out which of the 66 different types of lymphoma cancers it was. In this time, I discovered the power of worship because the days I could not pray, did not know what to pray, did not have the strength to pray, I just sang to God. And that's also when I realized that God's perfect love covers all fear. Another 3 biopsies was done, but the doctors still did not have enough information to give me a final diagnosis that I could start with my chemo. Of course, all the prayers carried me all the way, and God honestly gave me a peace that I cannot describe to you each day as I needed it. As the word says, the prayer of a believer has a powerful elaboration. But the doctors still had to do an operation, so they got rid of one of my lymph nodes, and that's when they diagnosed me with Hodgkin's lymphoma, cancer, stage 4. And that was the 23rd June 2016. We would start with chemo straight away, and the doctor said that I would need 12 chemos in total, with other words, until December of this year. But I asked God 2 things before I even started with the chemo. 1, that my hair would not fall out, and 2, that I would not get physically sick because of the chemo. And He heard my prayers and answered it as well. That just showed me how much God cares and that He really cares about the minor and little details in our lives. I knew in my heart, and I still know today, that I will not need 12 chemos. God's going to do a miracle, and it will make a big difference in this world. It will be a great testimony to tell. Today I sit here. I had already 5 chemos done. And I just heard 2 days ago that the big mass in between my heart and lungs are not there anymore. God took it away in a miraculous way. They use the term spontaneous remission, but I just call it miraculously healed. Now, they say that there is still a little bit of cancer left in my body at different places, but it's nothing in compared to what it was like. God can do the impossible, and God wants to do miracles inside of our bodies. But we have to believe and have the faith of a mustard seed. In this journey, God showed me that I can truly trust Him, that He is not like us when we make a promise and break it. His promises stay strong, and He's always faithful, even when we are not. As God said, your faith has made you well. In this life, we will have trials and tribulations because we are God's children, and the enemy hates that. So another verse that's very close to my heart till this day is Psalm 66, verse 12. It says that you've allowed our enemies to prevail against us. We've been through fire and flood, and yet in the end you bring us out better than we were before. saturated with your goodness. Wow, I believe I'm fully healed. I believe it with all my heart. And soon the scans will show it as well. But until then, I will keep on praising the Lord and live in victory.